Another game. Like, if he just gets to Arcane Boots blink or like Facebook's blink,
you'll be impressed.
No, but that's all he has to do. Like, don't expect anything more from this Titan.
Around your cooldowns. So at least they've addressed that a little bit here on the side of Liquid, but still do have to be a concern for sure, Seb.
Go for a bit of a poke on him, but OG, they have the numbers there. Just going to turn around, look to body block up Miracle. Miracle holding on to the Blade Fury for now. Now pop Pip, just before the toss comes into play. And we'll get him back underneath the tower, but overall, definitely some things for Liquid to be scared about. The drops you saw as well, they had to kind of pick their poison right. They had the TA, it was, well, are we gonna lane against a Monkey King from Topson or a Pugna? They opt for the Monkey King ban, but does mean that the Topson Pugna will be there to cause some havoc with the TA in the mid lane. That Decrepify in the laning stage each wave is not going to be fun for WeHard to deal with.
No, it allows you to secure pretty much almost not all the range creep the knives, but you get a lot of those range creeps. Ana will be able to get himself that reward.
I'm going to try and abuse the fact that he hasn't got that time wall for quite a long time. In 15 seconds,
he'll be fine.
He's able to get back.
Takes a lot of damage, but Notail, same build as last game. He has the clarities as well as, or the tangles as well as the self. He will sub that up, and there's 2 bounties left.
There is, Liquid will be able to claim theirs up top, but you will imagine that that bottom one will eventually be picked up by OG, so overall getting the 3 and the 4 to start this game off with.
See how these mid creeps, Topson will be able to get the 1-for-1, so he gets that range creep deny as well as securing his range creep. And as well going to get maybe another 2 denies as well. Oh my god, 3 denies in the first wave there, and he's braced of course.
Definitely going to be a lane where we are going to have to keep our eyes on, as we could seriously see Topson break ahead significantly of the CS of WeHard's tier.
And a very interesting starting item. I don't think I've ever seen that. It's a crown.
I like it.
The mid lane, right?
Well, sort of build towards eventually getting what, a Rod of Atos, do you think?
Veil?
No, Veil, right.
I think Veil is really nice because it gives you that armor that you're lacking as a Pugna when you're playing versus TA.
Yep, very nice. What were your teammates?
Yep.
The Tiny, the Grimstrokes, a lot of magical to offer when you start making those moves that we know that OG is going to want to do after seeing how they played in game 2.
Yeah, I mean, it works well with everybody except for the Enchantress, right? Even Void, your time lock is magical. Sure, that's a very slight, but every little type of application.
He's going to have levels in it, so it's going to hurt.
Yeah. Topson just waiting to try to get all these range. 5 and 6, the 2-1 of WeHard right now.
I mean, as we're bottom lane.
Kuroky is tanking the. Yeah, he's
should be fine.
Here.
Just doing his job here, trying to make sure that the pressure isn't applied to Miracle.
Yep. I'm mostly going to be looking at mid, just because I'll be keeping tabs of those range creep denies for us. As the side lanes, we'll be able to get a decent amount of farm on both of those carries on Liquid and OG. But the more important thing is that my control is not getting super shut down in this one up top. Unlike the last game where it was just chain deaths for him. From the start of the lane, from pretty much level 1, he died back to back to back.
We'll see WeHard be able to get the 2-minute rune. Not really one that's going to help him in the lane though, just an Invis. Yep. Not the DD or the illusion that could have maybe helped him get a bit of a catch-up in this matchup. It's Topson just continuing to keep the edge, as this hero matchup is very, very painful to play in the lane for the TA.
Yeah, WeHard just has to be careful how he even controls his side blades. He just keeps getting all these denies built up onto him there. He'll secure himself one of those range creeps now, but yeah, 8 denies on the Pugna. But bottom we see Sab. He's not able to get the most down here, but he's still putting pressure on. He's got 7 last hits, but look how low he's got Miracle. Actually forcing the Salve, and Kuroky has no regen left either. So no regen on either of them. We see also he's gone for the point in the enchant this game. In the laning phase, because you're playing versus Bloodlust, you can be able to dispel that one quite easily, and if he gets an option of a decent free.
I mean, in this lane, is there a chance that Seb can get caught out by a Blade Fury play, or most of the time will Seb just have the heals to stay alive?
He should have more than enough health and more than enough healing. Like the Blade Fury, it's a decent amount of damage if you give enough stuns, but it's just 1 stun from the Fire Blast, which means he's going to be able to get his heal and a Fairy Fire off. So once that heal kicks in, the spin's not enough damage.
Seeing top lane. Ana able to match the free farm of Miracle down bottom. Both carries getting a good start in their safe lanes.
A couple more denies on Ana. He's already actually used an early courier too. I think Topson made the call. He's like, I don't really need the courier too early on, and you guys could have bring me some regen top, and they did. They brought Tangos and Clarities, and we will see. Helmvine will picked up. He's going straight for that Veil on the Pugna. I mean, it's going to be crazy early how he gets it, because he started with this crown. Very cool approach here coming out from Topson. And look how tanky he is, too. 9 9 armor. When he's next to his tower, he's sitting at 12. So that harassment from Weehaw will not be as significant.
Seeing we are trying is sort of the best approach he can against the Pugna. Every time the Decrepify is being used to try and close the gap, get some top of Topson, forcing Topson to sort of stray a little bit back from the creeps. Pressure down on top for GH. Look at those bashes. Stroke won't hit, so GH will be fine to walk off. Michael Chop turning and beating down onto Notail. In return, it's Notail well able to keep his distance. We'll be able to do so. Mind control, getting good far. Up top.
Breaks this out with the gush there.
Mid lane though, he's been caught out by a bit of a move from Jerax. He's trying to switch the Mango in to go for a Mango refraction play, but that 6 seconds far too long. Jerax setting up for Topson in mid and making sure that mid lane continues to be a nasty place for the Weehaw TA to be.
Bounty Rune's going to be spawning as well. Jerax going to try to at least claim one for his team here. We'll be able to get one, Miracle will be able to get the other one. That is top.
And Mind Control's able to get behind the tower and get Notail. Push them away, GH.
Well, he kills it.
He knows that Anna's got the time warp. Doesn't want to let Anna have the chance of going for it. Doesn't mean that Anna has the time warp to try and turn and chase towards GH. Another gush from Mind Control will be there though. Slows Anna down and GH will be able to walk out alive.
This is where Jerax now. This is a really important play here. If he can get this set up and kill Weehaw in the mid lane, Weehaw's actually already getting turned with the Veil. Is it enough? Oof, he's very close. Jerax is already running over.
Weehaw.
He just used the TP to come back mid.
He's going for the walk back.
Jerax knows. There's no shrine available top either. It was used already by the side of Liquid.
He's just going to try and get a little bit out of the jungle whilst he has the mana to play around with refraction and meld.
There's a glyph available. So Topson and Jerax are set up. There's a glyph and it's a 5-minute siege wave. So Topson, he's going to look to just take this mid tower here. GH showing up to try to pull the creep aggro. We'll only get the one creep aggro though for now. So this tower, they will be forced to pop glyph
and turn towards GH. Jerax is down that high ground. Fail's going to be out onto GH. Avalanche from Jerax to try and close the gap to Decrepify into the life drain. He just gets slowly drained down and out. He'll turn with the stick charge and a Fade Bolt. But GH's fate is sealed. Topson.
Jerax is still in the area. He has a toss back. He has a dust too, so he's waiting. Thought maybe he melded there.
Keeping Weehaw away from the lane, away from any chance of finding farm.
I love this, going for this Veil build on Topson. It's super clever being able to get it so early on. It's just applying so much extra pressure that you normally would not be able to do as a Pugna.
You see, it's still Jerax just
toying with him.
Stopping Weehaw from getting close. It's going to take a bit of damage. We'll toss Weehaw back into the Ancients. Avalanche as well, and with the Black Dragons beating down on Weehaw, Jerax is able to trade a good bit of damage.
Might go down here though. GH is walking over, but in the meantime, Anna and Notail up top are able to get the kill.
Jerax is going to go for the TP in that spot. They do not see him. Telekinesis was still unavailable, so they wouldn't have been able to catch him anyway. OG, this mid lane tier 1 tower, they're pushing it down. Topson's able to play such a fast pace. This Pugna versus TM, except that he loves bottom.
Oh my goodness. The neutral creeps actually turned onto him while he was getting infinite. He almost died farming that hard camp.
For Topson, dragged under the tower, pops and loses the spray out, and TP's out of there. Continuing to toy with Liquid, drawing the attention of 4 members of Liquid towards that mid lane. They don't get him. He's out to safety.
And now Miracle, who he's been having a pretty decent time in that bottom lane, 40 and 6. Enchantress has hit 6. We know what happens when Enchantress hits 6. You get forced out of lane. That's exactly what's happened now to Miracle. And he's pushed to the jungle for the time being. He's going to farm maybe under the tower here. Miracle camping here. He's pinging it out. He wants someone to rotate because he has the Omni.
Feeling that could be a chance to find some action mid lane. Decrepify setups there. Jerax is prepared with the dust. Weehaw cannot hide in the shadows. They see him every time and the tower goes down. 8 minutes in. Top lane Mind Control getting bashed up by Anna and Notail. Another time walk available in a second. Seb running himself away from Kura again into the trees. Gets the heal up with the Omni Slash from Miracle. Will secure the kill down bottom. At the same time up top they find eventually Mind Control's ties as they continue the chase. An off-laner for an off-laner.
And they're spamming the taunts because Miracle, he really wanted to hold on to Omni Slash there. He tried to just get the kill with the spin, but it was not enough damage. They're forced to actually throw the Omni Slash to bring down Seb.
Topson is just able to pull so much attention towards this mid lane now.
Yeah.
He's feeling strong and confident with the brown boots, Windlace and Veil. He can run around and just be such a nuisance.
And the drop panel mentioned how hard of a Tidehunter game it was going to be. He tried a decent start, but now he is completely shut down, has been.
Get the Ink Spot stun onto Weehaw. GH is there to lost. Mind control, heading over. He's only level 4 on the Tide at this point.
I think they thought he was higher level than that. Notail throws the silence on him, but it's only level 4 Tide.
They're going to live drain him down. Slows there with a stroke of fate. We'll be able to crack each other up. But Jerax with some perfect body blocking there. I'll say that. Miracle's going to come over the blade here. They punish Jerax for it. They do lose mind control. Support for an off lane. And you're just seeing Liquid, they're having to bring the whole team to mid lane to deal with the shenanigans of this Pugna.
And immediately Miracle's now going to start getting pressured again too. He's even going to dig in front. He just dug in front of them. They're having way
He's feeling it, Topson.
They have on a free farming top, right? This is a treads into Midas Void, who has pushed the Tide Runner completely out of lane. And like you said, mind control. He's 1 in 3 in this game again.
And that it's such a nasty combo to Crepify, Phantom Embrace. There is no counter.
There is no counter.
There is no counter.
Well, till later. Maybe when they get BKBs. Yeah.
Oh.
Topson.
Hey, they made
it alone.
It's over them too far. This time they surround him. Topson will fall finally. They're able to get that spooky little skeleton boy out of their half of the map.
But look at where it's happening. He forces everybody to go from there, and that just solidifies OG to get 4 bounty runs. It hurts because they lose their core, but in a net worth advantage, that actually favors OG.
Oh, it's a 4K lead at 10 minutes in for OG.
And we talked about Midas's. Midas Void coming out soon. Midas Enchantress is already finished, and they're just looking around to keep the pressure going. Mind control, 1 in 3 in the game again, and his game is not going to get easier.
He's got an inventory. He TP's up top. He's going to look for the set of the toss back. Mind control still has not got that 6 in the rapid. GH has got his own level 6. Jerax is going to look to set up onto him instead. They'll throw back into the chrono, catching the 2 of them. OG, they just can't help themselves. They can't stop making plays.
You can just tell how much fun they're having in the game. Spamming the chat whale, spamming the losers, running around making kills happen, and not stopping. Again, Topson is what we saw them doing in the last game too. Just looking around, running around. Where's Weehaw is the question. That's who they want, as they know he's just going to back up in jungle. This is getting pretty out of control already. A 5K advantage. And they're finding Miracle. Topson is going to get stunned up.
Miracle has got the blade during the Omni Slash to play around with. So much going to lock the 2 of them down together as Notail's looking to turn, moves in with the eagle inside. The Ravage comes out, but they've already lost the 2 of them. They've get Notail in response. But now OG, they can turn and collapse onto mind control surrounding the Tide. Jerax and Topson said they're not going to stop chasing this. A trap slow will come out. It doesn't matter. Topson, another decrepify blast, secures him the triple kill.
He's going for another.
They're not done yet, OG. He's got the stolen ink swell. They'll keep their distance. Jerax closes the gap. GH is enchanted. Taken out. Ultra kill for Topson. 11 minutes in. There is nothing that can stop this man.
This is just getting so out of control. Look at the net worths. They almost have 4 of the 5 top net worths in the game. Miracle has no place to go in the game. He's running around trying to salvage the problems that are happening absolutely everywhere in the game because he's level 7 is jug. But look at this hero damage. It's 12 minutes in and he has 10,000 hero damage.
Absolutely. You know, this is just numbers that are unheard of this early on in the game. The Topson Pugna, I mean, they took their chances, right, as we said in the draft. They picked the poison. But banned the Monkey King. The Topson Pugna was always going to be left in. They've got to kill him. They've got to do something about it. They'll surround him. They've got the blade through. They have got the stun. Topson falling low. Got the stick charge. Trying to down the light driver. They kill him off. Big kill here for Liquid. Can they get more? The rest of OG have turned up. The focus down Miracle. Anna is coming in with the wraparound, and Anna, he's nearly got the Chronosphere back online. Liquid have to be a little careful how they approach this. Jerax forcing Weehaw away from the rest of his team. Miracle, he's trying to run. Chrono's going to be back up in 5 seconds. Quick tread switch and a time walk call from Anna allows him to close the gap. If he wants to pop the Chrono for this, he more than 3 heroes. He's thinking about it. The Shrine has been used. They're healing up. Anna's trying to find the perfect angle. Notail's coming in with the wraparound. Mind control back in. No Ravage though. Toss over, keeping them bunched together. Anna, he's still trying to see if he can find that perfect opportunity. He may not even need it. The Phantom Embrace. It's on mind control. The output of the damage from Seb's impetus is too much for mind control to withstand. There's the cat. They'll get Miracle separated. He's shut down. Silenced up. He's taking the Blade Fury on, but the soul mind control with the impetus is far too much for him to deal with. As OG.
Oh my god, they keep looking for more.
They're just giving us the repeat of game 2.
In the same exact area, at the same exact time too. It's like 12 minutes in. 10 heroes gathered around the Ancients areas. Weehaw's like, okay, well, I can't really fight this. I have to find my own time. Weehaw's actually going to go for a Blink Dagger to try to match and be able to fight and be able to respond to OG's aggression.
Look at the drag. Responds to Jerax with that telekinesis. But again, OG, they just have the numbers here. Liquid are not
this is just an absolute dismantling coming up from OG. They're not giving them any room at all. And it's not this time like they have all these long duration ultimates. They're just punishing them for everything. The Jug pick, he's not really farming at all. Weehaw either. Everybody on the side of OG is farming perfectly fine, and they have minuses.
It wasn't too late. He nearly dies immediately to the combo. Topson again, the shredder with a full Jerax takes him out. Mike Chop off the Ravage. Have they got the damage to finish these shots? Topson's still alive. He's able to back off, and now again, the rest of OG's turned up. Seps in the neighborhood. Toss over for Jerax. GX3 focus the X1. Jerax does it hit? It doesn't matter. Notail has the stroke of fate, and it's enough alone. As it's now a 10k lead, 3 dead on Liquid. So again, OG will be able to reset, get those bounties if they want. They may just keep the pressure on Anna. Down bottom, he's trying to go head to head with Weehaw. It's the one bash.
There's more support coming in though. Jerax as well as Notail are in the area. Weehaw will get spooked and push back.
And look at that, just
it's a 10,000 gold lead. The experience is even 10,000. Let's look at these hero levels. Topson 13, Seb 12, Weehaw's 11, but then look at this, it's all of OG at the top of the board there with the levels, with the gold, with everything. So far in this game, they are just dictating the pace and giving no room to Liquid. All the moves are on their side of the map. Liquid, even if they do get some kills, it's all the way pushed back on their side already.
And you really just have to admire this sort of domination. This isn't some sort of slow-paced farming beatdown. It's not this 5-man push. It's just the want to fight, the coordination from OG, the team play, and the lineup that they have is working so beautifully against Liquid in Game 3, just as it did in Game 2, and it's leaving Liquid no chance to really turn things around. He's got the Blink Dagger. But going for that Blink first means that he doesn't have sort of that damage out, but the fight is being brought to him, and with the Blink, if he turns and hits, he's not going to hit hard enough.
I think he's trying to, just like I was saying before, he's trying to make up for the fact that they have nobody else who can really match this fighting pace of OG, but it's a TA into a tough draft that he's against. They expect this Templar Assassin to be coming out, and they've been countering it time and time again, and all these heroes just deal with it incredibly well.
I'm sorry, who do you go on as this TA? There's an Untouchable Enchantress, there's a Pugna with Decrepify, there's a Void with Time Walk, there's Phantom Embraces, they just have all the answers, OG.
And OG's, look, Ana is pushing bottom by himself, while in the mid lane, they're taking that tower as well. Weehaw is jungling the enemy jungle. This has gotten completely out of hand. OG just, it looks like they have Liquid's notebook and they're just looking through and they're like, oh, this is where they're going to be next. This is what they're going to do next. They just have a perfect read of what Liquid's trying to do in the game.
Dagger and Topson now on top of her. Of course, there's already very stacked item build. A Veil and Ether Lens.
They might just
17 minutes in.
Topson's just going to start poking high ground. He's got an Arcane Rune with his Nether Blasts. He's got the Aether Lens, yeah, like you said. And yeah, tier 3 is going to start getting poked 17 minutes. We are nearly approaching a 1,000 gold per minute lead to the side of OG with this type of draft.
They're going to try their best to push this away. OG, they have Chronosphere.
Liquid's wrapping around. They've got a smoke. They've got the Ravage. And they catch OG here. Jerax is the one standing up toward the front lines, waiting to see if something does happen. Tower's already dead. They're already working on their axes.
And if Liquid's gonna make a move, they're gonna make it soon, but they're not gonna get the chance to. Jerax jumps in on top of Microtron. Phantom Embrace upon him. No chance for a Ravage, but he's back immediately.
They know the only way that they can get caught is if it's from a wraparound. Jerax just waiting there in position. They even have an Ops. They even put down a sentry to take out Liquid's vision too. Liquid has no vision of these backlines now.
They're taking the racks. Perfect. 18 minutes in.
My God. This is unbelievable.
2 games in a row. But OG is just giving us the showcase of their lifetime.
Like 6 or 7 minutes since Liquid has been able to find a kill. It's been GH just out of GH has been the one getting them, but it's not even these big ones because, like we said, they can't even get aggressive onto the map at all. The Sab just continues to stand with the base. He's a bit far forward here.
You get the multicast. Banner's going to come in with a backup. They're trying to get on top of at least some of them. Find Notail. Anna's surrounded. He's still active. He gets the 3 of them. Topson's able to turn with the light train. Miracle kill. Microtop wants back into the corner, making it a beautiful 4-round double kill for Topson. He'll on cooldown for 6 minutes.
They're just playing on a totally another level right now. The way they're taking the fights, even the little things. The Omni Slash comes out on the Enchantress, Ana jumps in and tanks it, and then pulls the Omni Slash into his team. So Miracle gets put in a really awkward position, gets caught in the chrono, and like you said too, the toss into the chrono. I've seen them do this like 4 times in the last game, or in this last game already. And Topson just continuing to reign supreme in the game, constantly looking for these aggressive plays.
Oh, quick blink out from Weeheart will mean that he won't die this time. But can they come back in this game? Liquid down 15k net worth, down a full set of racks before the 20-minute mark, 25-8 in favor of OG.
16,000 gold lead. They're going to get themselves at least 3 bounties, over 10,000 experience lead, and that Dota Plus does say the 99% right now. So only a 1% right now for Liquid. It doesn't feel as good as
They actually get it down. We have to get him with Blink Meld. Can they get more out of this Notail? Will pick up the rune, has Topson by his side, but Liquid they're chasing. They're looking to move on to the high ground, turn around there. Jerax still with the combo. The healing wall is not enough to keep Miracle alive. Miracle's dead for over a minute as OG. They can now go back to chasing for more. GH tries for the TP out. Sam finds him. Doesn't get enough damage in time. GH will escape. To clarify there. Liquid, they do get in. Take down a second and they'll find Notail with a toss back. Avalanche for Jerax. Catches the two of them. He's got the invis. They don't have detection. They've got AoE.
With the refraction.
They will let him be. He's going to be able to blink, or is he? He's not going to be able to blink. He's not going to be able to blink. Topson.
The ward is down. He pops the fraction. He gets hit by the damage. He can't actually blink. Gets put back on the cooldown immediately. My God, these fights. I mean,
look at the tie. Topson 17-2 and 7.
17-2 and 7.
He's making this look like the easiest game of his life. He really is.
It's looking.
Yeah, he really is. It's hard to even like point out all the other things, like how well Jerax is playing as well in this game. Just always being in the right place, getting these incredible toss combos. Because Topson, like you said, has 17 kills at the 21-minute mark.
He's involved in 24 of the 28. Topson, he really is. He's the mid that everybody wants on their team. This is the pinnacle of the Dota 2 mid player. Especially for the carry player. Any carry looks at this and like, wow, I wish my mid player would go around killing everybody every 5 seconds. It's looking pretty out of control here as it's a 19,000 gold lead and they just keep this aggression. Liquid just can't even get their lanes pushed out in this game.
Too scared.
All stacked up outside the base. OG keeping them trapped inside of there. They have everything ready. They have all their tools available to fight.
They've got a rod of ATOS on set now as well. Find the jumper for the Ravage. Weeheart as well. Do they have the damage out? Time they do. They kill on top of it. There's a lot of money going away from kuroky though. Can they get more out of this? Omni Slash bouncing around Jerax. A buyback comes out for Topson. He wants to rejoin the fight. As OG turns. They'll get one. There's the setup again. With a 3-man chrono catches them all. Double kill for Ana. The toss up disable. Taking down Miracle. The bandit embraces on Corona. Chase him up to the base. Triple kill for Ana. 2 buybacks to come out from Liquid. But no Tide or Juggernaut available to offer their services for this defense.
And they've already used everything. The Tidehunter Ravage, Jug Omni. I actually think Mind Control may have sold some of his items just to be able to purchase that Blink Dagger for the fight. And even then, they can't even come close to coming out ahead of it.
I mean, they got Topson.
They got him, but he's back.
That was it. They'll get another jump in. Mind Control trying to commit. Jerax's chance. Toss Avalanche combo. Mind Control out of the game once more. Weeheart's trying to jump in, find at least Topson, but he's not going to get it. OG surround him, outnumbered them. A toss up, back to the grave. GH is dead. GG is called. OG take game 3. And Jerax said even in a more devastating fashion than game 2.